Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. So in today's Zoom call, we are going to learn about the MT4, and this meant for, especially for the beginners or people who never used the MT4 before. And the difference between MT4 and MT5 is that MT4 is using 32 bits. I don't know about that. And while MT5 using the 64 bits. And also, to be fair, that this MT4 has no more updates from the meta quote, okay? But it's still the most used by many traders, retail traders like us. So isn't okay? It will be there, I guess, forever, hopefully. But it's really easy for me. So I do not use TradingView like many of members in our community. I just use MetaTrader 4. So let's start. If we want to start with the MetaTrader, okay? So first, you want to log in into your broker. I already log in here into the IC market. And then you go to the download. Usually they provide you MetaTrader 4 download. And then you want to install it. And in this case, I also have created the demo account here. Let me just copy it here. So because we are going to use it, the login, password, and the server letter, okay? So you need to download this. And this is what I usually do. I always have a folder for MT4 setups. Okay, so in this case here, I already have IC market setups, and I click on it, click run, and I usually click on settings first. Understand that when it comes to MetaTrader, you can actually have as many MetaTraders you want. You see that MT4 is 32 bits. I'm not a computer scientist, so I don't know what's the difference between 32 bits and 64. So that's also sometimes probably for some indicator is lagging or difficult to load is because it's 32, I guess. So 64 usually much faster. So anyway, let's come back here. So what you do is that you want to click on the settings here, okay? Now, usually the MetaTrader 4 or the 32 bits, it's always go to program files x86, okay? So you want to click browse, and here is in the local, go to x86, and you can have as many MetaTrader, like for example, here I have FTMO1, FTMO2, FTMO3 over here, okay, and also my Forex Fund one. So these are all the MT4. So you can have as many MT4, and here, because I already delete my IC markets. I usually just do like that, IC markets 1, okay? So you want to, and then you highlight this and then click OK. So you want to install it, like probably later on you want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will explain it later why you want to have 1, 2, 3 in case you need it. It doesn't have to be more than 1, and then you just uncheck OpenMQL and next, okay? And so let's wait over here, because at some point you want to have more than 1. Probably you are having different broker or you join the prop firms, etc. Okay, let's wait. And bear with me because the internet in Egypt is slightly delivered by camel, so sometimes it's very late, like this. Everyone can hear me fine? Okay, and then click finish. Now we wait. There you go. This is the first look of the MetaTrader, and I already prepare my account. It could be a real account or a demo account. In this case, I just created a demo account. So I copy this, what you do, okay, first you want to see the server. The server is given by your broker. This is IC Market SC Demo 0.2 over here. So you highlight, you choose the server from your broker and then existing account, and then you copy paste and also your password. Okay, and then click finish. All right, so now you just want to close at least all the chart here because you want to adjust this all. So here I already have my account. Okay, so what I usually do when I have a MetaTrader, a new MetaTrader 4, so I want to do it as clean as possible. Like what I usually do, I want to start what kind of templates that I really want. Okay, like this. So what I'm gonna do, I would right click, properties. How do I want to change all of this? And the background, I would choose black on white first. Okay, so it will be like this, and I choose this as the candlestick because I'm not trading with the bar or with the line, so I choose the candlestick. Let's make this bigger and right click, properties over here. So the bar up, here the bull candle, I like to make it blue, for example. The bear candle, I like to make it red. Okay, and here if you want to change just black is all right, and the grid I usually just make it just let it go just like that. And the line graph, because I do not use it, I like to use it to none, and I'm going to show it to you why later. Okay, and then click okay. Now I do not like to have grid like this, all these boxes. What you can do, you just click Control G. Okay, G as the group. So Control G, and I don't want this, so right click, delete indicator, or you can also right click from here, click indicator list, highlight it, delete. Okay, so now I have this as my what is it, as the clean one, as the first hold on, this is the first template. Okay, now look at that, there is an arrow over here, the chart shift. You can move left and right over here by using this, because sometimes it is much to the right or it is much to the left. So this is the first template that I like. This is my clear template. Okay, so if you do not want this, you just right click, one click trading, just remove that, and then you want to save this as clear, save as clear. Okay, sorry. Why you want to do that? In case you messed up later, so you want to start over, you just call it the clear template. Okay, now you do not want the template unless you want it. Okay, we do not want to use all these ADX, for example, or Bollinger Bands. If you are not using that, so you just load template and delete it one by one. This is what I usually do. Okay, so now we have only one, our clear. So this is when we want to start whatever we want to do. Okay, so this is the clear one where you want to start. Okay, it is not what you always wanted to trade, because later on I will save it as default, whichever for example you want to add indicator, or you want to add what is it, a utility in here, then you want to save it as default. This is just the what is it, the fresh template where you want to start from the beginning. So you do not want to do like with anything. Okay, so I'm going to do to the default later, but for now I want to show you something. Now obviously you need your indicator around here. Okay, so again, let's go to here, MT4 setup, I already have indicator. For example, this is the only indicator that I use. So you want to have the whatever indicators you have in one place. So later on, it will be easy for you. So you copy the indicator you like, and then click File, open Data folder, click MQL4, click Indicator, and then you paste it. Okay, what I usually do, because I want the one that I used a lot to be at the top, I just use underscore like that, so it will be at the top. Okay, that you can do. And then the next things I want to add is the StarseedFX tool over here, because this is what I use. If you already buy it from the market, remember that if you buy the StarseedFX tool from the market, you want to save it in your computer. Okay, so later on, if you have another MT4 on the same computer like this, like, because you can have 2, 3, 4, 5 unlimited MT4, you just need one. You do not need to download again from the market, because you have 5 licenses, meaning 5 different computers. One computer, you can use it on as many MT4 as you like. Okay, so you want to save it. Also, sometimes when I change into the new update and you don't like, you just like the previous update, so you still have the backup. Okay, so in this case, when we are having the Zoom call, so we have this 4.1, and then what I do, I put it, I click File, open Data folder, click MQL4, click Export, and paste it here. Now, I do not use all this. I usually just delete. Okay, so I only have mine. Now, click that one. Now, what you want to do, because when you see this, there is no indicator and also the StarseedFX tool over here, right? What you want to do, right click on the indicator and refresh. There you go, you have it. And you add this and you want to adjust it, anything, but I just use my default here. And then you want to click on StarseedFX tool. Now, here, this is the one that you want to have it as default. Okay, this is as default, but you want to understand that when you use the EA or everything, you want to make sure that this is not a sad face. You have to click this one, auto trading. Okay, so now before I save this as default, because I have an EA here, I want to make sure that it will always working. So what I do, if I have an EA over here, you click Tools, Option, and then click Expert Advisor, uncheck Disable, allow DLL, okay? And you need to add, especially for this feature, okay, for StarseedFX tool. Let's see, because I forgot the link. Give me a second. Oh my God, why the internet is so slow. Hold on. It's in the settings. Here. This is for the news. So if you do not have StarseedFX tool, you do not have to follow this through. It's just me, how I set up my default. Okay, so now I click OK. So later on, if I make the news on, the news off, so it will collect from that website. Okay, so now here, hold on a second. Why this is still sorry, now it's already smile. When you see an EA is smiling, meaning it's already worked. Okay, so now this is the default that I like. So after that, I click here, save as template. Okay, now hold on a second. I like to choose it on H4. Okay, so you want to make sure what time frame that do you always want to work. Let's say I always work on H4. So here at the templates, or you can also right click here, there is template. Okay, save template, the current template, and do it as default. Okay, so later on, if you want to choose, for example, this is US dollar Swiss franc, if you open, for example, GU and chart window, it will be the same. You see, now with your default template, so you do not have to do anything else again. Okay, even if you drag and drop, it will be the same. You see, drag and drop like that, or you open here, so it will always be on H4. That is the first thing you want to do. Okay, so you want to save as now. For example, I don't want to have all these now. I want to change. For example, I don't want to have a Starseed tool. I don't want to have this. This is when you want to start clear. Okay, so you want to add whatever you want into the clear one, and then you save as whatever default. For example, you want to add let's say moving average or 𝐂𝐡𝐞𝐤, whatever you want, and then so you can save as template 𝐂𝐡𝐞𝐤, but you always, this is the starting point. The clear is whatever color, it doesn't have to be the same like this. So whatever color that you want to choose, maybe you want to have a background. Okay, the background of a different background, for example, black or whatever color. So you want to save as your clear, so you can start over. Like, I mean, you do not have to work so hard to click the for example, like this. If you want to do default, you do not have to work so hard to clear everything. If you have a lot of indicator, just clear and start over. That's what I mean. Okay, and then here some people also ask me, how do you make everything clear if you want to draw anything? Remember that here, hold on, let me just make this one. Remember over here, I make line graph to known. Okay, unless you like to make line graph, but I do not like it. So when I click line graph to known, there is no color. There you go. There is nothing. It's gone. You see, so that's why sometimes when you see I draw something, so I usually go to clear, for example, and here line graph is all gone. If you want to remove this, okay, because you want to draw something, maybe you want to make a tutorial, whatever, you want to show it to your friend or to your community, then you just click here grid none, and everything is gone. Okay, so if you want to make it completely gone and you want to draw something like what sometimes you usually show me to do that, and it's all clean, that's how you do it. Okay, so now here's another thing. You see there are a bunch of information around here, the tab for a quick tab. I don't like it all. I usually just created all that is used, because a lot of them are unused. And also there is like a little like a ladder over here. These are the separator. Okay, so basically you can move over here, and also here you can drag and drop over here. Now what I like to do is to remove some of them, the one that I don't use. Okay, so what you can do is that right click, customize. Okay, each of them has separator. Take a look from here to here, from here to here, and then here to here. Okay, so let's start it from the beginning. Customize over here. So you just ask yourself, do you need a new chart? I don't use it most of the time, but it's an okay. Profile, I don't really use it over here. I used it over here. I'm going to show that to you later. So you just remove. And the new chart, if you hold on a second, the new chart, if you use it from here, or you used it from the terminal. I used it usually from the market watch. Sorry, not terminal. I use it for market watch. So I don't really need that. I will just remove. And data window, I don't need that. This is up to you, okay, whichever that you want to remove. And the strategy tester, I barely use that. and the new order, because I use the Starseed tool, so I can remove that, because unless you still click, you know, like manually, then you still need this. But because I use the Starseed tool, so I remove that. Meta editor, I remove that. Here is a virtual server, is just MetaQuote is selling the VPS, and here, and this one, you want to keep it. You see that? So it's clean. Now around this area, for example, here you have bar chart. Do you need that? But let's just make it available like that in case that you need it, okay? And here, tile windows, you may need it. The indicators, you might need it, but the period, I don't think you need it because you already have it around here. So you want to remove that. Okay, the templates, you still need it. So click OK. Now we work on here. So you right click, you want to customize, and you see which one do you need. Okay, do you need this equidistant channel? If you do not need that, then you can remove that. Okay, so usually for the text, I just choose either text label or text, whichever you want. I don't think that you need it both, so you just can remove that. It's really up to you. And here for the what is it, time frame, you can remove if, for example, like me, okay, like last time, but right now I have it again. I always want to enter from M5 because on M1, for some reason, for example, you always lose. And then you just want to train yourself to never look on M1 ever again. You can remove that. You see, this is just an example. So you don't have M1. So you only trade, let's say you want to be disciplined, you only want to trade up to a minimum of M15 so that you can remove M5 or M1. But probably that is like a, but this is just the way how you insert or remove. Okay, so you just can let that one go. Okay, so here you already have all organized, only the one that you need. Okay, so now here I want to show you something around here. Let's say this one. Look, it's always too far. If you want to make a trend line, for example, from here to here is a trend line. It's up to you if you want to make it like this, but I don't like it. So if you want to cut it, you right click, trend line properties, go to parameters, uncheck ray. There. Okay. So now every time you click on this, you will have, for example, a trend line there. It will just go as far as you draw it. If you want to change the color, it's easy. For example, you want a red, you want a black and make it thicker. That one is easy, but that's how you do it. If you want it to be like not unlimited, just uncheck ray. Okay, and it's also the same thing with this, with the channel. Look, you just click somewhere on the channel and then right click, channel properties, go to parameters, uncheck ray, and go to command again. If you want to change, for example, this one become black, whatever. Okay, so if you want to do it, then it will be just a nice channel where you want to draw it. Let's say, let's go to H1. Oh, I don't see a nice channel, but just for the sake of example, so here you go. There, I usually do it from top, and then you just can move this to the bottom, something like that, if you are using or trading with the channel. Okay, so here also I do not really use everything like all around here, but it's just the future, so you can just do it. Now here, the Fibonacci setting. We have a lot of question in here. So what I do every time I have this, I just change this directly into black and I delete everything. Hold on, and then click 1. This is the entry. 0 is stop loss. and add again. Oh, sorry, I think I do it the opposite. Sorry, I think I do it the opposite. For the stop loss, this one is for stop loss, 0 is for entry. Okay, so -1 is for take profit 1, and you just do it -2. I can just do this like really fast. -3, -4, -5, etc. Okay, so you understand, no matter how many take profit or RR you want to do. Now I want to show it to you. For example, if you want to add the price over here, you want to do it dollar percentage. Is it dollar percentage or percentage dollar? I forgot. Let's just see it. The opposite again, sorry. Here is percentage dollar. Maybe you want to put it space. Oh, this is just, you can call it like probably just a design, whatever. You see that? Take profit 1 or RR1, and this is the price. Okay, so you can edit like that, and in here you can just copy. Oh, maybe people right now usually use RR, right? So you just copy all this, copy paste, just change this, become 2, copy paste, becomes 3, 4, etc. Okay, you can use it until, I usually just use it until 20. So 5, and also here, oops, entry, and if you want, this is percentage dollar. That is how you add the price. There you go. Now you have it, because I always put it from top to bottom or bottom to top like this. Okay, so now you have it for the RR, for how to set up a Fibonacci for your take profit target. There you go. Okay, so all of these are done. Now we go to the market watch. If you want to see how many spread you have, you just right click and you want to see the spread. So here is the spread. Okay, so when it say it's 3, is actually, it is in points, so it will be point, and here is 27 is so usually, like for example, Euro USD is 0, it's 0. This is like here, if you use the spread 2.1, this is basically 2 like 2 pips. So here is 20, it means 20 points, not pips. Okay, this is points, in all are in points. So another one now, if you want to hide all, for example, let's say you want to pick up everything, you just hide, oops, sorry, hide all. Oh, because I just opened this one. So now you want to start over, you just right click over here, symbol, and let's say major is always, click show, minor, maybe you want to pick up whichever you want, because if you click the whole group and show, everything will be shown. But now, for example, here for the metals, okay, you do not want it all. Maybe you just want a gold, you just open on the group, where is metals? Okay, here is metals, and then here you just click on gold, then it will only show gold. And then for example, crypto, you just want the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, for example. So you just can choose one by one or the whole group. Okay, so if you want, I just want to do it like based on the alphabet. So you just can, you know, just move it, drag and drop, something like that. If you want it like by alphabet. Okay, so you just can drag and drop whichever this should be AUD New Zealand, and then Euro USD, and Great Britain USD. So everything is based on the alphabet, okay? And the yellow one is, well, some brokers, they do not give a specific color like this, but like I see market here, they use the specific color for major pair, okay? So that's how you do it. You right click and you right click to find the symbols, and you just choose whatever symbols you want. Like for example, I don't trade US dollar Singapore, so you just right click and hide or delete. So you only have all what you like here. Now you open the chart again, it will open exactly based on our default settings over here, okay? Now another thing I want to show it to you is that if you want to set your push notification into your phone, okay, you want to have you need to have first, you need to have what is it, a MetaTrader 4 downloaded into your phone, and then you check on the settings. Usually there is a 4 digits or something, and then you add it into here if you want to send notification. Let's say for the sake of example, okay, you have your order block here. Let's say this is your order block. And because when you draw an order block here, it is basically you're setting the alert. So when the price come back here and you want to have your MetaTrader notify you on the phone, maybe because you are outside, that the price already come back to your order block, okay? So you can go click on tools, option, click on notification, and then here enable push notification. Look, you need to look for the code, usually like CDE12345 or A01234556, and you can add, if you have 2 phones or maybe the phone with the tablets, you can add as many, like 1 MetaQuote ID. Like check this, you can get the MetaQuote ID on your phone after you download the MetaTrader 4. You click on the settings and find the MetaQuote ID within your phone, and then you want to put it in here. But again, if your computer is turned off, it will not send you the notification. So if you really need, for example, for your indicator or for your EA or utility to send you a notification, you will need to have the what is it, a VPS. Okay, you will need to have a VPS. There will be another subject or topics, so I can make a video on that. But I just want to show it to you how you can add push notification. Like for example here, okay, forget about the StarseedFX tool for now. Now you have this you have this indicator from me, right? So you want to know if, for example, the price has broken the daily low, right? So here you click on indicator, see it, and here there is alert pop up, true, alert notification also true over here. This is the alert notification is for if for example weekly high, weekly low, daily high, daily low is broken, then you will be notified. Okay, so I will make another video on how to use this indicator for the quick guidance. I haven't created that, but I will make it soon. So I just want to focus right now on how to send the notification. And here, for example, you want to be notified if a daily what is it, a daily high or low broke up. Okay, so here you have to click enable push notification. Maybe you just don't need this notify of trades transaction. So you can test it over here once after you put your ID, okay? And then you click test, then you received it on your phone, then you are good to go, okay? So that's how you do that. Now, here's another tips, okay? Here, maybe you never know about this profile. Here, what I usually do, I just remove the whole profile here, okay? So just to be clear that we want to make our own profile. let's say you just want to trade majors, okay? Now, always before, when you want to make a profile, make sure you are always on the default, okay? So let's clean that up and go to Market Watch. Let's say you only want to focus on major. So you open all majors. You can create any profile you want. Now, here you have all majors and use any time frame you want. Once after you have your majors, let's say you just trade 4. This is just for the heck of example. This, so maybe you can just make it like that, for example, okay? Whatever, however you want to look for one specific group of profile, okay? So here, these are, let's say this is your favorite pairs, okay? Some people just trade euro dollar and also Great Britain US dollar, right? So this is your favorite pair, for example. So you want to click on here the to make it tiles. So this is, you can click on this, save profile as, let's say this is my favorite pairs. Click OK. Now you go back again to default. Okay. Now you want to make, for example, only crypto, because maybe this is, you trade this every weekend. Okay. So here, for example, you want to make it like that or not, it's up to you, but this is crypto. Save profile as crypto. Okay. Another thing, you may have another hold on. Okay, I will explain that to you. Okay. So another thing you may want to do, for example, you have different set of crypto with different indicators. Okay, so you want to keep it that way. One, for example, using this type of indicator or also Starseed tool, and then you want to change it like that. So you can make any profile as you like. So let's say during daily, okay, you can just click here. I want to, because right now it's Monday to Friday, so I just want to trade my favorite pairs. Click my favorite pairs, it will go to euro dollar and Great Britain US dollar. And then by the weekend, it's time for me to trade the crypto. You just click over here, crypto. It will open your favorite pairs, okay? Now, if you want to make any other profile, whatever it is, maybe you are using different kind of indicators if you do, or different types of analysis. So you do not want to mess up your favorite pairs the same like this. Then maybe the other one you want to use moving average, whatever. If it is completely different, you want to make a profile like that. So you are not messing up. So you do not always have to redo everything again and again from the beginning if it is a group of pair. Like for example, you can use go again to default, and then you can open all pairs. Oops. Oh, what the hell? Hold on a second. Where did it go? I closed it by accident. I'm sorry. All right. So here, you do not want to mess up everything by doing it again and again. So if you have a specific, like for example, pairs or anything, you just want to do it one time. So you can make it on the here, the favorite pairs over here, or crypto. I mean, like you can make the what is it, a profile for here. Okay. So now let's go back again to default. The default will be the last profile that you save. Okay. So right now, let's just create it, for example, on US dollar. So here, how do we save EA from the marketplace? Okay. Whenever you buy something from the market, this is very important. What you want to do, you want to click on tools, okay, before you buy or after you buy, it doesn't matter, but I would suggest before you buy anything from the market. So you go to community, okay, And then if you have an account, please log in. So you just create this an MQL5 account. So you log in into this one, okay? So you after you put your your login, username, and also password, you click OK. So next time, if you buy on the MQL MQL5, let's say, for example, here you go to the market and you go to utilities. Let's say you want to buy here the StarseedFX tool. After you buy, it will be download. Okay, so if you want to download, you can go to your MT4. Okay, usually you just click on the terminal over here. Look, click terminal over here, and then you go to market. You see, you go to market. You need to log in first, like I show it to you in the tools option, and you want to click, or you want to log in using your login, MQL login. And when you log in, you will see here the downloads, the purchase. So you just refresh it and you will see whatever indicator or EA that you have purchased from the from MQL market. Okay, if you have bought, for example, StarseedFX tool, it will be available here and there will be download. When you click download, it will go to an expert advisor. There will be a folder under expert advisor that is called market, and your StarseedFX will be there. Okay, then if you want to download that, to download it, whatever you have bought from the market, you just go to a file, open data folder, click MQL4, go to expert. You will have later on here a folder. It is called market. You open that folder and the StarseedFX will be there. Then you want to click of this and then copy it and saved it in a folder for you. If you, for example, later on, you want to create another MT4 on the same computer. If you copy paste this one into another computer, it will not work. You have to re-download this one because it's different machine, okay? MQL usually give you 5 licenses. That means it's for 5 computers. 5 different computers. So for one computer, you just need 1 license. That's why I said just copy paste. If it is the same computer, you can have 2 MT4, 10 MT4, 20 MT4. So you may ask me, why would I need that much MT4? Okay, so when you're already profitable in the market, okay, you do not want to probably to depend only on one broker. You may want to use another broker. Well, I personally only use one broker, IC Market, okay, but you may want to use prop firms. My husband have like LMAX for professional traders. So we have LMAX and also IC Market. So he has two platforms, one for LMAX, one for IC Market. So maybe later on you want to copy trade, you know, so you do not have to open, for example, you open everything here. I open Profirm on FTMO and also my Forex fund, whatever prop firm you have, you open 3, for example, but you only want to do that, be careful. You only want to do that when you already know that you're already profitable, okay? You don't want to buy as many a broker while you are not profitable. So you want to copy trade. So you just enter one. It will need another expert advisor, obviously, to copy trade to another MT4 from one copy to another. Usually, people do that in a VPS, in a hosting. So there was a question yesterday, do I need a VPS? Why would you need a VPS? If, for example, you want to do a copy trade and using the let's say you just trade one on your computer, but you have several others. So you want to do that to copy it in the VPS, or you want to be sent out a notification, for example, an indicator. I want to be notified every time there is a breakout on a daily high low, weekly high low, or a monthly high low. Then you need 24/7 computer. A VPS is basically a computer, but it is a virtual. Okay, so you need you buy a VPS and you put MT4. You set up MT4 exactly like what we are doing right now here, but within the virtual computer in a VPS, and you set up everything, and that computer, which is a virtual, that will run 24/7, because obviously you cannot run your computer at home 24/7, right? You need to get you know, sometimes whenever it's done for the day, maybe you just closed it. So in that case, you are not going to receive the alert for daily high low, for example, because your computer is turned off, right? But if you want constantly to receive daily high low and you get alerted, then you need a VPS for that. Okay, but if you just want to enter at any time, first you already get the alert from us for the order block, for example. It's using a Telegram or using from the community side. You do not need a VPS. You just enter and you can close the MT4 or even the computer itself, and the server of the broker will run 24/7 to take care of your trade. Okay, so this is the VPS is only for your personal need, like a specific need, like if you want to be alerted if like a certain criteria met, like a daily high low break or order block has been hit and things like that. That's one you need a VPS. But other than that, if you just enter, buy and sell based on the alert and things like that, you do not need a VPS at all. Okay, so that I hope that you understand until here, right? So that's how you copy the expert advisor or indicator and always put it like into MT4 setup. Okay, so you always have this on right now here. Later on, because you already created this, I forgot. So here, just like this, load the template, and here I would select, I would copy this, and I would go here, template, paste this one, and also I would click this, hold on, where is that? Default, copy, and go again to my template setup here. Copy, paste, and close. So here, in your template, later on, you just copy this if you want to create another MT4 wherever it is. So you are ready, right? So you do not have to make it like from the beginning. You just copy this. All you need to do, you just need to move the expert and indicator, just like how I show it to you. You install it, your MT4, you copy paste the indicator, expert, and then you just copy paste the template, refresh everything here. You just right click anywhere, indicator or expert advisor. You just refreshed it, and you call the template. It will be just like this directly. It will be faster. Maybe what you want to do is that you want to make sure always when you have an EA, always click on the tools option, go to expert advisor here, check, uncheck, 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 check, check, and then click OK. What is that? Okay, so to get the EA, yeah, that you just can click that. The is a StarseedFX.com. That's where you got, if you're talking about this utility tool. Okay, so you go to it's easier. I'm gonna update this. I will add like a chalk over here, so it will be easier. I will also add like a strong high, strong low later. I will make this more for drawing tool for easy drawing. So It will not be only buy order block, sell order block. Maybe this resistance and support, it will become like supply and demand because people like to trade that as well. And this is, I just changed it by my own. So ABCD will become 1 2 3 because we have 1 2 3 candle and everything. So we will keep update the tool based on our need. Okay, so I already show it to you how to create a profile and everything. Did I miss something here? I guess not. Okay, here one more thing. For period separator, I always use period separator. I forgot, I'm sorry. So here, to add a period separator, just click Y. Okay, Y as yo-yo. Okay, here is a period separator. To remove it, you can control Y again. It's the same, just like control G is greed, okay, as a go-go. Control G, and to remove it, control G again. But I always use control Y. This is very important. You know why? Especially we are using this daily high-low. So I just see it when the market is start to go down. Even when it started to go down, I can predict. So if this market is just started, I know where it will go. For example, the 27, remember? This is not about a trading strategy, but I want to tell you why I want to always add period separator. It's easy in the eyes. Like for example, okay, this is started higher and then the market start to go down. If the market going up, I know where it will go. Like it's to the minus 27. So you want to see, because this is easy. There is a reason why I like to trade on H1, because easy for me to looking at where the market would go. Like for example here, okay, if the market going down, you know that it will reach Fibonacci 27, which it did, okay? Now, if the market is gonna go up, for example, here's the next day, the market could go up more or less around here. So anyway, we are not talking about a trading strategy here, but this is the reason why I always like to put a period separator. And the same thing on H4, this is for weekly. You see the previous one, if you can predict the market like already over here, it's gonna break out. So you know that the market has probability to go here. So it's easier for you to predict the market when you put the period separator. So you can basically kind of not really guess, you know, kind of understand where the market could go, because with this Fibonacci kind of thing, you almost know exactly where the market could go, and that is a big benefit for you, especially if you trade it, for example, here on the monthly high-low. This is monthly high-low, and that could be like a really big advantage. For example, the market is in a downtrend and an uptrend over here. To take this one, you know where the market could go. That is a very big advantage when you know exactly where the market would go. This is got to do with the Fibonacci take profit target. I will make a short video on that, okay? That we actually already discussed about this. So for those who did not join, you just can go to here, the Zoom calls, okay? There is past. Over here, past Zoom call, how to use Fibonacci for your take profit target. So you just can watch that. And I will also make, this is a longer version because it's a Zoom call, but I will make a shorter version for that. And I will put it at a quick tips and guide, okay? So let's go back here. Now, you know, here, for example, on H4 or D1, so you can, if you forget something, now you just can save this as again, save template as, and then click default. Just replaced it. So later on, every time I open, for example, I want to open Great Britain Aussie, you see, there is already a period separator. Okay. Now, here is something that I want to show it to you. This is something that I don't really do, but you know, I like a forward testing rather than back testing. So if you want to do back testing, you said that it's very difficult on the, what is it? On MetaTrader 4, actually you can do that. Let's just remove the Control Y and everything over here, candle break, because it is not related to that, okay? So here you want to uncheck the scroll chart, both of them, okay? You want to uncheck the scroll chart, both of them. And then if you want to do back test, your own without the strategy tester. Let's say here on euro dollar on H1, how good you are, let's say on M5 or where the hell is M1? Oh, I forgot. Where the hell is M1? Oh, I put it, you see guys, this is, I forgot, I put it here. So you just put it up, 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 close. Okay, so it's come back here. You want to know if you are good on M30 or M5, just doing backtest, you just scroll to the back wherever it is. Okay, you can just hit the page up or end. Now you don't know, right? From here, you don't know where the market will go, correct? So I know this is so limited, but at least you know. So if you want to see, like if you want to practice, if your what is it, if your overview of the market is correct, like here, you do not want to do it with the what is it, with the mouse like that. So what you can do, you just do F12, function 12 on your computer, on your keyboard. It will be one by one candle. You see there, one by one candle, where the market could go. I know this is not as sophisticated as TradingView, but at least now you know. If you want to see like how it go, does it reach, for example, your order block? Does it work? So you want to see, if you want to understand or practice how good you are in seeing by looking by backtesting like this. Okay, you can do that. F12, function 12 in the computer, because there is you know, at the top, usually at the top of the keyboard, there is escape, ESC, and then F1, F2, F3. So what you want to do, if you want to do this, it is F12. But make sure you want to uncheck this, Shift N, and also this, because this will take you to the front. Okay, you want to uncheck both. And then you start clicking on F12, something like that. Okay, so here, what else? I think that's about it. You know, I'm not going to go to strategy tester because it needs like an EA or everything here. If you want to do the strategy tester, it's not really my thing, you see. So I'm not going to teach something that I don't personally really know and all about this. I know about this, but we do not have any EA or anything to be tested for right now. But the whole thing, like if you trade the order block alert, so you already know like what you want to do with your MT4, especially like how to organize only the one that you need around here, and how to make the template organized, how to make the profile over here, and also how to add the indicator and also alert around here. So I think that is all, unless you have a question, so feel free. So here, if you want to add an indicator, there is over here also indicator list, the trend. Let's say if you want to add moving average, okay, whatever it is. So it's over here, either on the tab here or right click. There is indicator list, click, delete. Also, if you want to add, I forgot, okay. Let's say if you want to, what is it? You want to make a shortcut of candle break. If you use different kind of thing, let's say here, StarseedFX, okay. If you want to add this or not, if you want to add this or not, what you can do is right click and then set hotkey, okay, candle break, and then choose, for example, you want to use Control or Alt, it doesn't matter. And then so you want to let's say break, okay, so you use B, for example, close. So you do not need to open this because you already know, so you just Control B, it will become a shortcut and edit like that. Okay, so you can make a hotkey by doing that, by doing, for example, moving average if you want to know, or 𝐂𝐡𝐞𝐤 if you just used it from time to time. And so you do not have to go the long way, like click this, click this, click this. So you can make it like, for example, moving average, if you want moving average as Control M, for example. Here, control M. Okay, so you know, if you want to add a moving average at any time, you just click control M. There you go. So you have it. If you do not like it, just right click on the indicator and then delete indicator. Okay, so I guess that is all, guys. Do you have any question? Okay. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, some people always used it. Like sometimes you see me sometimes using, like, for example, let's go here. Okay, let's say I put this on the, this is high, this is low, for example, right? So how do I want to copy this? You have to click it and then control. You just click control and drag and drop. Okay, you have to click it again. You have to make this become active and control to copy it to another place. This also the same. It works for any other things around here. Break of structure, drag. For example, here, if there is a break of structure here, it just work for any other things. That's how to copy it. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. There is a noise outside. They spray everything every day around this time to avoid mosquitoes, I guess. So sorry. Is there any questions? So you can ask me here. Oh. Oh my God, it's so loud. I'm so sorry. But it's for the sake of being healthy, I guess. Really? Oh, okay, that's good. So loud. Here, the resort management is always sprayed it every day, like once a day, sometimes twice a day. So do you have any more question? If not, that I could end this, so I will also upload this to yeah, we stay in the resort in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. That was like when I heard the you know, the virus long time ago, about a couple of years ago. So we just ran away here, and it's protected by the army, and not all Egyptian can come. Yes, it will be directly processed, and once it is done, I will upload it. I always upload it to the past Zoom call, you see, so you can always, so for people who cannot attend or late, you can watch it from the very beginning. Right. Okay, so I guess so that is all. Yes, I will do my best. So if you have any suggestion, like for example, this is what I'm planning to, because there are so much we can do, you know, like for the tips and tricks when it comes to trading. I just do not want to confuse everyone, and will never confuse anyone from one strategy to the others. But sometimes, like, let's say every week, if we make something like a market commentary, so we do it together, like we forecast what's going to happen the next week, I think it will be good, you see, like from weekly, if we do not have any certain topics like this, because this is like probably quite new in our community for the MT4. So maybe later on that we can always discuss something else. No, it's about setting up MT4 and everything. All right, so I guess there is no question. So I will just end this Zoom call, and I will provide you with the link to the Zoom call meeting. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I'll see you in the group discussion. Bye-bye.